They say the truth will set you free, but they never tell you how much it's going to cost you first. For me, the cost was exactly $50. That's what a DNA kit goes for these days. I bought it on a whim, just for a laugh. I thought I'd find out I was 5% Viking, or maybe discover some distant cousin in Ireland. I expected a fun conversation starter for the next family dinner. Instead, I found out that my entire life, every single one of my 26 years, was a carefully constructed lie. I'm standing in my childhood home right now, a place that used to feel like a sanctuary, but today it feels like a crime scene. My parents won't even look me in the eye. The silence in this hallway is so heavy I can barely breathe. It's a cold, suffocating kind of silence that tells you everything you never wanted to know. If you're sitting there thinking you know your parents, if you think your family history is an open book, stay with me, because once you open a door like this, you can never, ever close it again. This is my confession. It all started last Christmas. My girlfriend, Sarah, thought it would be a unique gift. We spent the evening laughing, spitting into plastic tubes, and imagining what secret royal lineages we might belong to. I mailed the kit off and honestly forgot about it. Life went on. Then came a Tuesday morning in March. I was sitting in a coffee shop scrolling through emails when I saw the notification, "Your results are ready." My heart did a little flutter of excitement. I clicked the link, expecting a colorful map of Europe. But when I scrolled down to the DNA matches section, my world stopped spinning. Under the Immediate Family tab, there was a name I didn't recognize. Robert Miller. Relationship, father. 49.9% DNA shared. I stared at the screen, waiting for the page to refresh, waiting for the glitch to fix itself. My father's name is David. I've known David my whole life. I have his nose, or so I thought. But the screen didn't change. Robert Miller, a stranger, a ghost in a database. My hands started to shake so hard I dropped my phone. The coffee shop noise faded into a dull roar. In that moment, the floor beneath my feet felt like it had simply disappeared. I didn't call them. I drove straight to their house. I walked in while they were setting the table for dinner. The smell of roasted chicken, a smell that usually meant comfort, now made me feel sick. We sat down, and for 10 minutes we played the game of "How was your day?" Then I couldn't take it anymore. I placed my phone on the table, the screen glowing with Robert Miller's name. "Who is this?" I asked. My voice sounded like it belonged to someone else. My dad, David, looked down at the screen. His face didn't register confusion. It registered a deep, ancient terror. He didn't say a word. He just looked at my mother. Across the table, my mom was holding a ceramic plate. As she looked at the phone, her grip just gave out. The plate hit the hardwood floor and shattered into 1,000 jagged white pieces. The sound was like a gunshot in the quiet room. She didn't try to pick it up. She just stood there, her face turning a ghostly shade of gray, her breath coming in short, jagged gasps. David pushed his chair back, the screech of wood on wood echoing through the house, and he walked out without saying a single word. The silence that followed was louder than the breaking plate. It was the sound of a family falling apart. I spent the evening in my old bedroom, staring at the ceiling, waiting for the nightmare to end. At 2 a.m., the door creaked open. My mother sat at the edge of my bed. Her eyes were red, her voice a mere whisper. She finally told me the truth she had guarded for nearly 2 decades. My biological father wasn't David. It was Robert, a man she had loved briefly before he was killed in a tragic accident just weeks before she found out she was pregnant. She was young, alone, and terrified of the stigma. Then came David. He was her best friend, the man who had always loved her from afar. When he found out she was carrying another man's child, he didn't run. He stepped in. He married her, gave me his last name, and swore he would never let me feel like anything less than his own flesh and blood. They made a pact that night in 1998. They buried Robert Miller in the past and never speak his name again. They thought they were protecting me. They thought they were building a foundation of love, but they forgot that a foundation built on a secret is always prone to cracking. David had spent 26 years being a father to a son who wasn't his, all while waiting for the day the world found out he was an imposter. The days since the discovery have been the hardest of my life. The house is cold now. David, the man I still want to call Dad, won't look me. It's not that he's angry at me. It's heartbroken. He feels like he's lost his son because the magic of the lie is gone. He thinks that now that I know the truth, the bond we shared is invalid. My mother is defensive, angry that I poked around and ruined the peace she worked so hard to maintain. She keeps saying, "Why couldn't you just leave it alone?" I'm left picking up the pieces of a broken identity. I look in the mirror and I don't know whose eyes are looking back at me. But as I sit here, reflecting on the man who stayed, the man who changed my diapers and taught me to drive, I realized something. DNA is just a code, a string of letters in a lab. Fatherhood, that's an action. It's the choice to stay when you don't have to. I lost my history that day, but I found what true sacrifice looks like. So I ask you, is blood really thicker than 26 years of unconditional love? Or are the best families the ones we choose to build, even when the truth is hidden in the shadows? This has been my Twilight Confession. Thank you for listening.